I'm assuming that all of you are here trying to figure out, after looking at all the different possibilities. Uh, so let's go ahead and move forward, if it allows me to. There we go. So the differences among the Spooky2 kits, the difference between the X and the XM generator, why multiple generators are suggested for certain diseases. That's a question. There should be an R in there. Why are multiple generators suggested for certain diseases? Written a little oddly, doesn't matter. And a summary, which will be a Q&A period. So let's move on here. So the different kits. Now, these kits in particular are Spooky XM generators. You can tell them easily because they're blue in color. They're blue. And these different kits are set up and ready to go. You can start experimenting with Rife therapy right out of the box. And it's pretty direct and simple once you understand the software. Getting the software under your belt takes a little bit, but it's worth the effort. It really is worth every possible effort that you can put into it. But you can start doing things right away. So these different things that we're looking at, these two things are they call them paddles, and they're just stainless steel bars, and they have places to hook up to them, and they plug into your generator. And you use those with contact mode. So you're holding on to those. That's for contact mode. These two things right here are packets of TENS pads. So instead of having to hold on to them, which I find to be a little bit cumbersome, you can put these things, you can stick them to you. So you can stick them on your wrist or wherever and just run this equipment using that. That's a perfectly good way. This is called a boost. This is a remote. The remote connects to the boost. Now, one of the things about the Spooky2 equipment that is novel, I certainly don't see it anywhere else, is that it has this remote functionality. It's what got me involved. It's what just keeps me going, oh my God, this is incredible. This remote functionality is usable from wherever you are to any other place. It is light years ahead of what other things are doing. I've never experienced anything like it. I was hugely skeptical to begin with, and I think I was right to be skeptical, but I did prove it out for myself, and I've proven it out for other people, and I continue to do that. So this comes with this little unit, and it's a pretty incredible experience. This is a cold laser, and they call this the wrist cold laser. It's just this little device. It's just like this big, and it's great for pain. Sounds like somebody else is joining us. Welcome. This is another laser device. This is, there are two on the end of this, and people put them in their nose and their ears, and they deal with colds and stuff like that. This thing right here is for doing biofeedback scans. Those scans take a while, but they're doable. So this is the cable that you would use to connect to 10 pads or the paddles. This one over here, it's portable essential kit, comes with all the stuff you see over here, but there are two of them. This is handy to have more than one generator. And you can do a lot with this. So this is doubled up. You have two boosters, two remotes. Like I said, the remotes connect to the boosters, and both of them have this little blue box. Now, interestingly to me, I don't have that box. I've never even seen that box, and I don't know what it is. Maybe somebody out there, maybe Penny will stop by, or Yura knows. I don't know what that is, but I guess you get it now, and they'll tell you what it is in the manual. And then we step up. We step up to the generator X. Now, this is a whole level beyond. So each generator X, the GX, has two generators in it. So this one generator is the equivalent of two of the blue ones. Now, there's some talk that the blue ones can be split and used as two generators in one. I find that fairly complicated. I haven't done it because I have plenty of generators and don't find the need. But this is a very direct and clear double generator. So you can run two completely different programs on this, and you can run a lot of combination programs. Now, this comes with two boosts and two remotes, and this device right here is the sample digitizer, and that allows you to run biofeedback on people who are remote from you. And I've been using this a fair amount lately, and the results are quite startling. So that's a pretty interesting and great thing to have. Then this does have this standalone feature. Whoop, I hate when stuff like that happens. There it is. This standalone feature allows you to program things into this, disconnect it from your computer, and run this all on its own. So you can program things in, I think up to 30 different programs, and you can haul it out somewhere with you without a computer and run those programs wherever you are. And that's very cool, very cool. I didn't point out the PEMF here. That's a pulsed electromagnetic frequency device. This is good for pain, as is the cold laser. And these things are very cool. This is a stack of the slides that go into the digitizer, and they work together. There it is. There's a nice link. Blue box is labeled as the pulse. So then we move over to the central. This one's coming with both generators. Generator X is gray and is a double generator. The XM is blue and serves the purpose very well. It can be used with this equipment. You have two options. One option includes just this Fantron bulb, and the other includes both bulbs. Very powerful machine. I'm not sure that there's anything more powerful, and I have used this some. I haven't had opportunity to use it a lot. That's thanks to general good health, but I have used it some, and the results were very interesting. And I certainly will pursue this further. So the difference between these two generators: biofeedback scanning. The XM can do a pulse. It takes 60 to 70 minutes. The person has to be still for that amount of time. I haven't used that because me being still for 60 or 70 minutes is really unlikely during the course of my day. So I don't use that. I do use the Generator X, and I've used the Fast 10 scan and the sample scans. The Fast 10s goes very quickly. It might be 10 minutes or less. The sample scan, 28 minutes, takes a little bit longer. It is a remote functionality. That also means, though, that you can be running this bioscan from anywhere that you are to anywhere. That's pretty cool. The frequency range is different between these two. Now, you know, they talk about these things in ways that when I first started looking at this, I was like, it doesn't matter to me that these things are different because I don't know what these things really mean. I'm not that familiar with these things, but I think we can all see that the Generator XM has a lower range, right? It's 0 to 5 megahertz. The Spooky Generator X is 0 to 40. more power, right? It's pretty direct and simple in that way. I don't have a scientific understanding of this. I do not have a musical background nor a frequency background, but I can understand the simple logic of it. The Spooky2 XM generator has two outputs. The Spooky2 generator X has 4 and can be used as 2 generators. Standalone mode, the XM cannot be used all on its own. It must be connected to a computer, right? The X can have programs loaded into it and can be run without a computer. And you can clear it out and put in new things, has a limit, but 30 programs, that's a lot. You wouldn't be using them that quickly anyway, but it is possible to load this thing up and travel. Then we're talking about the Scholar. That's a Tesla device. This works differently. Transmits natural scalar energy rather than electromagnetic waves. Says a scalar field is created between the two boxes, transmitter and receiver. These two things sit on either side of my bed, and I guess it's doing great things to me. Again, I don't have health problems, so it's a little bit difficult for me to verify and ascertain that. On the other hand, we do use this to structure water, and there's no question that it does that. The difference in taste right away is so different. And we have good Portland water coming out of the tap, but structuring that water makes a difference. And some people are more adamant about it and use distilled water, and they have their home distillers and put that in there, and they liven it up and do all kinds of things. I don't go that far, but I still feel that it's making a difference. So the Spooky2 Central with the plasma tube delivers frequencies to your body via powerful electromagnetic waves. It says that's why it's best used for killing. This is the big boy. This is the one that goes after very difficult problems. It's the only machine we know of that can transmit frequencies of up to 3.5 megahertz without needing any wasteful and potentially harmful fixed carrier frequencies. So most parasites, viruses, candidas, molds, etc., can be killed right away when the right frequencies are applied. So yeah, this is the one to go for if you're really dealing with stuff that is life-threatening. You know, you want to be on top of things like that. And this is the way to go for that. So this is this idea of multiple generators. And I want to go to the next slide here. This is a pretty good example, two pretty good examples of what people do in the way of generators. I have something similar to this. It's just this thing. There's so many uses and so many possibilities to be running these different frequencies. I'm not running all my generators all the time, but when things are going on or I'm working with other people, often I'm using more of my generators than not. I have about 20 here. These numbers tell me up to 23, but I think I have 20. So why multiple generators? So many different pathogens involved in a single serious disease. So one generator might not be enough. If 4 are being used, one is healing, one is killing, one is organ support, and the last is for pain relief. You can intersperse these and use these in different ways. Why are 2 better than 1? Well, it's obvious from the first explanation that if you have 2, you know, you're going to be doing quite a lot of stuff. But if you have more, to me, that seemed better. I started out right away with 4. I really wanted to experiment, and I jumped in with that. And as soon as I found out what they could do, I was on it, arranging to get more. Could I have done that all at once? Yeah, I could, but I didn't. Could I have saved some money by doing that? Yeah, I could have done that, but I didn't. But I want to say it was absolutely worth it to me to discover for myself what the truth was, what my experience was, and then jumped in, and I don't regret spending the money one bit, not one bit. If you notice down at the bottom of the page, on every page is this discount code number. It's good until the 19th, before the 19th. Here, I'll put it in the messages so you all have it handy. Get you 5% off on any purchase. That's other than the Black Friday kits. Those are specialized. You'll see them on the Spooky2 site. And you get a free pack of TENS pads. You'll get extra TENS pads, which are just handy. They're handy to have around. And you'll find out that you do use them. So yeah, do I recommend having more generators? Yes, I do. Let's move on. There's all those wonderful sets. And you start wondering, how am I going to arrange this so other people in the house are not going, why is all this stuff? Until they start using the equipment, and then they go, wow, that looks pretty good. I'm so happy it's here. So there's the summary. Spooky2 Portable Starter Kit, ideal for doing body system detox, boosting energy, and killing mold and insects. Yes, you can do that. We had some ants. We had an ant problem. We used the kit to do that. It worked. Absolutely worked. Took a few days, but they're gone. Of course, it's coming on winter now. They're going to be gone anyway, but in the summer, they disappeared. You can also use this to treat colds, diabetes, insomnia, migraines, and anxiety. All these things are handy and do work. Number 2, for chronic problems or severe conditions. If you have a budget for it, you might want to consider the Spooky2 Central Generator Kit. That's the big one. 3, at least 2 generators. Having 2 generators. The Spooky2 Portable Essential Kit, especially if you're treating chronic problems or severe conditions. If you want to do fast scans, you want to use the Portable Generator X Essential Kit. And if you want to strengthen your immune system to provide your body with more energy to fight or rebuild itself, the Scalar unit is recommended. So these are the final links. This would open a video, which I will not do. You can do that for yourself. This is all information that's available to everyone. You can go and go to these sites. Let's see, we've got Spooky2 reviews, the groups, and what's the other one there? The forums, Spooky2 forums. Okay, so those are those 3 links there. You can do your research on that. Yeah, that's the end of this. Everybody have a good day or a good evening wherever you are. Right now, it's quite dark in Portland. It got dark early and it's cold. I'm wearing my flannels. And, you know, I hope everybody just goes out there and creates peace and good health. All right. Take care.